Listen, speak, read, write.
Thank you for watching this video. Please show your support. Subscribe now, like, and comment. The Platinum Plan. President Trump's pillars. Opportunity. By achieving historic employment levels for Black Americans as well as increasing access to capital for new businesses, President Trump has been committed to ensuring all Black Americans can achieve the American dream. Security. By signing into law the celebrated First Step Act, President Trump has brought common sense criminal justice reform to the American people for the first time in decades, while ensuring that our streets and communities are safer for families and business owners. Prosperity. As the first president to provide long-term funding to historically Black colleges and universities, this administration continues to seek immediate and generational advancement for Black Americans. Fairness, as demonstrated through his actions to initiate investment into opportunity zones, as well as address health disparities, wage gaps, and necessary education reforms. President Trump works every day to advance a fair and just America for the Black community. President Trump's promise to Black America over 4 years. Increase access to capital in Black communities by almost $500 billion. 3 million new jobs for the Black community, creating 500,000 new Black-owned businesses. Increase access to capital in Black communities by almost $500 billion. Safe urban neighborhoods with highest policing standards. Commit to working on the Second Step Act. Access to better education and job training opportunities. Give Black churches the ability to compete for federal resources for their community. Bring better and tailored health care to address historic disparities. Immigration policy that protects American jobs. Advance home ownership opportunities and enhance financial literacy in the Black community. Onshoring manufacturing to advance jobs and develop opportunities for Black-owned businesses. Black economic empowerment and access to capital. Jobs, jobs, jobs. Reach even greater levels of historic employment and wage growth for the Black community set in 2019 so that anyone looking for a job gets one. Seek infrastructure funding that will lead to a widespread growth in the annual $500 billion federal contracting opportunities. Grow minority-owned businesses with additional tax cuts to stimulate hiring and investment. Encourage onshoring and development of domestic manufacturing to increase supply chain business development and employment. Examine barriers to employment including fees, occupational licensing, arrest record inaccuracy, and expungement. Increase activity in opportunity zones, including benefits for local hires. Invest almost $20 billion toward broadband and internet access to create job opportunities, improve classroom connectivity, and the ability to utilize telehealth services. Fueling access to capital for Black-owned businesses. Increase opportunities for small business lending and technical assistance through community development financial institutions in order to grow business and create generational wealth opportunities with over $400 billion in lending. Examine alternative ways to build credit, including rent, utilities, and phone bills. Make the Minority Business Development Agency permanent. Appoint its leader to the Assistant Secretary of Commerce level, create a sub-office of African American Affairs, and engage with private sector advisors to ensure real-world plans and solutions. Increase the number of Black-owned contracting businesses, financial services entities, and private equity investment funds through regulatory reform and up to $40 billion in government funding alongside traditional private investment. Advance lending relationships with financial institutions, particularly those businesses who weren't able to participate in PPP. Host senior executives from major financial institutions on a quarterly basis to advance new and equitable lending programs for Black communities. More educational opportunities. Education African Americans can choose. Federal, state, and local community partnerships to close failing schools to replace with full school choice and education opportunities to put American parents back in control over their children's future. Increase child care tax credits and provide greater access to quality preschool. Education African Americans can afford. Continue to protect the vital role of historically Black colleges and universities. Spur innovation ecosystems by connecting minority institutions with the federal government's broad range of scientific and engineering research and development. Increase the amount of Pell Grants and allow for vocational employment and second chance homecomers. Advance targeted apprenticeship and job training programs. Better and cheaper healthcare. Affordable care you can trust. Reduce costs and improve access to quality healthcare through HRSA. Deliver real price transparency so you know the cost before care is received. Opportunity to be in charge of your own healthcare and choose your own doctor. Eliminate long-standing healthcare disparities. Investments into the causes and cures of kidney disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, sickle cell disease, maternal mortality, and other diseases that disproportionately affect African American populations. Increase access to telemedicine and innovate technologies to empower patients with flexibility and tools for better health. Public-private partnership to develop healthcare facilities in low-income areas. Defend religious freedom exemptions to respect religious believers and always protect life. Safety and justice. Safe streets. Continue to make historic improvements to the criminal justice system through common sense actions like the First Step Act, including increased use of drug rehabilitation versus drug incarceration. Announce a national clemency program to unite families and invest in human potential, focusing on wrongful prosecution and rehabilitation. Restore safety to Americans' great cities by working with police departments, community leaders, and mental health professionals to install the most responsive, professional, and accountable models of policing, including diversity training and accreditation standards. Advance second chance hiring to get rehabilitated citizens with a criminal record back on the job. Prosperous Black communities. Champion federal policy reforms to advance home ownership initiatives. Partner with local leaders in Black communities to ensure maximum federal support for neighborhood revitalization. Make Juneteenth a national holiday. Prosecute the KKK and Antifa as terrorist organizations and make lynching a national hate crime. Fuel Black farmers and access to healthy foods to address food disparities. Favorable trade deals to bring back manufacturing jobs and help Black contractors, farmers, inventors, and consumers. Defend religious liberty in African American churches that lift the conscience of our nation. Collaborate with cities and counties to address mental illness and substance abuse. That's the end. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and a comment would be wonderful.